welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's May the 10th, 2024, which means yesterday, which I took a day off from putting out any videos. Yesterday was May the 9th, which was my father's 91st birthday. So happy belated birthday to my dad. I did get a chance to go over and spend some time with he and my mother yesterday, so that was kind of nice. It was also nice to get a few things done that I've been trying to get accomplished yesterday, so that was good. And yeah, so today we have this mail that came in, some Postcrossing ones that came in, some friend mail, a couple surprises in there as well. So I thought we'd go through that per normal on our Friday. Tomorrow is the stamp show, so I'll be going off to that and I'll give you a video based on that. Probably a bunch of videos depending on what I get. Tomorrow should be my live stream too. I'm not sure what time that will happen. Whether I do it from the stamp show, it's possible. That was suggested to me last week that maybe I do my live stream from there. I could only do that if I get everything else accomplished while I'm there, because I don't want to stop looking for the stamps that I need. And but there is some time certainly when I'm at the stamp show and I've already finished filming and I'm kind of waiting for the auction to begin. So it's possible that I could squeeze in an hour at the stamp show and do a live stream. So we'll keep that in mind. Otherwise, I'll have to keep you posted on when it's going to happen. Yeah, so there's always lots of things going on. And as the summer approaches, there will be even more. There'll be festivals, there'll be outings and trips and things to go do, and little things to show you that are happening around this area. So stay tuned for all of that. Make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave positive comments, you share with other people, you put the notification bell on so you don't miss out on anything. All right, let's get to this. The very first card is an official Postcrossing card. Comes from Germany. It is this cute card, and it comes from Dusseldorf, and it comes from a lady named Andrea. And what does she say? She lives on the Big River Rhine in the Old Town, which has lots of pubs and a special kind of beer. Atgier, which is an old beer. I'm not up on my beers, I'm not a drinker, but I know those people that are maybe know all about this beer. And there's a stamp. So thank you, Andrea, for the really cute card. I really like this. I know it's a well-known cartoon. It's not a well-known cartoon here to me, but I have seen the images before. The next card also comes from Germany. It is a Tausendchen card, and this comes from, I want to say David. That's what it looks like. It says at the bottom. This is Cologne. He says he lives in the city and he can see this famous cathedral every day. So it's the largest Gothic church in Europe. And yeah, imagine waking up and being able to look out your window and seeing architecture that looks like that. Must be impressive. I look out my windows and you can't see it now because it's focused on me, not the outside. But you see my neighbors. Now, I don't mind that either. And in the summertime, my grapevines are growing and I've got nature to look at. So we all have different experiences of what we see. And my backyard is something that is very relaxing to me. We go sit by the fire pit or enjoy fresh grapes in September that are growing right there in our yard. Those are also wonderful things to have to do. But living in an area where you can see Gothic architecture just by looking out your window must be amazing. All right, the next card is this cute hedgehog card. It comes from Ukraine, and it comes from Kate. I love this, the hedgehog's inside the egg, but all the flowers and everything are yellow and blue, Ukrainian colors. Says so much just looking at this one image. So she says, you have an amazing YouTube channel, so thank you very much. She says she makes TikTok edits. So she has a connection with me making videos as well. Modern stamps of Ukraine are unique. I understand why you like them so much. Hedgehogs are very lovely creatures. I love their snorts. My little hedgehog doesn't snort too much, so maybe a bigger hedgehog does, but African hedgehogs don't tend to, or at least mine doesn't. She says she knows it's summer when she sees hedgehogs out, she finds them in the grass, so that's great. I'm also going to say what her TikTok is. She's posted it here at the bottom, so she probably wouldn't mind if you guys are on TikTok and you want to go check her out. She is Shadow Sky Noom. So SHADOWSKYNOOM. So if you want to see her edits, you can do that. And there are the stamps that she sent. So thank you so much, Kate. I appreciate it. And I did check out your TikTok, and hopefully many other people will as well. So good luck with that. She's got a lot of subscribers, so she's doing very well with it. The next one came in an envelope. Has a beautiful wax seal on the back. This comes from Belarus. There's the stamp. And inside, she sent a Year of the Dragon pocket calendar. Really nice image. But she also sent this Blue Cat card. And this comes from Anna. She's 28 years old, and she's a neurologist working with children. So extra props to Anna for that. That one is a hard job to do, but doing it on children must be hard and rewarding at the same time, because I know all your cases aren't always successful. So must pull at the heartstrings from time to time. So thank you, Anna, for the work that you do. She says she's a big cat lover, and she has a cat named Platon, Platon. She says, I hope this postcard will be a good addition to your collection. It is very nice. And then on the back, she's decorated it. She put a poem in there. And so I've done a translation on it, talking about young love and lilies and all sorts of things. So it's very, very nice poem to add as well. So thank you, Anna, for that. So that's it for my official Postcrossing. 4, it's not bad. Last week I think I had like 14 or 15, so it was a big week. So I was expecting next to none this week. So when 4 came in, I was still surprised and happy about it. All right, let's get to some friend mail and direct swaps. First one comes from Ross in Ontario. He was down working in Denver, Colorado. He says, hello from Denver, go Jets. So, so it's not the Denver Broncos he's cheering for, it's the New York Jets. But there you go. And there's the forever stamp. And then he sent this one from Denver and the stadium. So, of course, this is where the Denver Rockies play. So he said he was hoping to go see the San Diego Padres that were in town playing the Rockies at the stadium. I really like the stadium cards that he sends on that I get. Kind of makes me feel like I've been there too. I know I haven't, but never been to Denver. I've never been to Colorado. So it's someplace I've got to see eventually. The next card comes from Amber in Missouri, and it is a homemade card. She's made it out of a Skechers shoe box. This is a shoe box from her son's sneakers. So she's doing it for Earth Day. She says she loves making recycled cards out of stuff around the house. For Earth Day, we are planting our veggies. And there's the forever stamp. And some stickers on there too. So hopefully she has a really good garden full of vegetables that gets all the sun and rain and everything that it needs to be bountiful this year. The next card doesn't say much, but says a whole lot. If you know what I mean, you certainly will in a minute. This, we're going to have to zoom in, way in. These are all butterflies of every country in the world. And there's United Nations in the middle, bringing them all together. I'm going to go slowly around this. So you get a chance to see your butterfly from your country, wherever you may be. Can you find it? There's mine, way up there. There's the maple leaf on the butterfly. So there's that. This comes from Stephen in Australia, and he has covered the back with stamps because he is a big stamp collector. He knows I'm a stamp collector. I sent him a big card covered in stamps, so he's done the same with me. And he's used some mushroom washi tape because he's part of the mushroom gang or the fungi gang. I think the fungi gang works best, Stephen. I think that's the one you need to go with, fungi gang, because you're a fungi. So there you go. Thank you, Stephen, for all that. I appreciate it. Next card comes from Kyler in Prince Edward Island. We have a moose running through a playground, and he's just wondering whether or not I'm going to be at the stamp show tomorrow. I am going to be at the stamp show, so I'll get a chance to see you. And if you tuned into a video a couple days ago, I showed you a new release stamp, which has been released, because there it is. There is the new foundation charity stamp for children's charities with all the animals and the hot air balloon. I did pick up a couple packs of them too, so I have them, and I actually started mailing them out yesterday on some of the direct swaps that I was catching up on. So thank you, Kylie, for that. The next card comes from our friend Jilly B of Jilly B Living Her Life Her Way. You got to check out her channel. Make sure you're subscribed So I saw she went to London on a vacation, and she went to the Railroad Museum, the Postal Museum, I guess, not the Railroad Museum. And one of the cards she showed was this one. And I just made a mention, I really think it's a fun card. You can see all the activity of all the postal workers trying to load and unload the mail that was being delivered by train from the trucks, or mail that had come by train and being loaded back into the trucks to be delivered. I thought it was a really cool card. And she sent it to me. So you didn't have to do that. I like to be able to give positive feedbacks on other people's videos that I'm watching too. It's not a way of me saying I would like to have that. It's just, I think that's cool, but I thought it was neat that she sent me the card. And on the back, we have these stamps, some new stamps coming out. There's a stamp about stamps, which is kind of neat. You got the Queen stamp in there too. Not the Queen as in the Queen Elizabeth II stamp, even though she is featured on that stamp. On the big stamp, you can see King Charles. So you can see when it came out. And there's the Postal Museum. So thank you so much. Oh, and the unicorn. She's part of the unicorn gang. So thank you, Jilly, for sending that to me with all the beautiful stamps and the nice message as well. The next card comes from Nancy in Ohio. And Nancy's my cousin. She was in Las Vegas for work. So she surprised me by sending me a card while she was away. I really appreciate that, Nancy. There's the forever stamp, and Viva Las Vegas. So I've been to Las Vegas once. It was a number of years ago. It was actually when we first thought, and we're right, that my wife was pregnant with our daughter. So my daughter is 20 years old, plus the time of incubation. So yeah, it was almost 21 years ago that we were in Las Vegas. It was a fun experience. We kind of just walked up and down the strip and went in and out of the casinos. It was very, very hot. So you would just go into a casino and you get free water or free Coke, because they offer that wherever you want. If you wanted a soft drink or a Coke or water, they just give it to you for free when you're in the casino, because they want you to spend money. We weren't big gamblers, still aren't big gamblers. So we were there seeing the indoor shopping malls with the painted ceilings, or the statues that come to life and do shows, or the water fountains that put on shows for you. We did a bunch of that. We actually went to see a show too. So it was a fun time in Las Vegas. Is it someplace that I would go every year? No, it's not that. Probably if I went back now, there'd be so many changes that it'd be interesting to see what had changed, especially the giant sphere that they made. Or if we got a chance to go to an F1 race, that would be really cool to see in Las Vegas. So I hope Nancy had a good time while she was there. The next card comes from Julianne in Germany, and she's sending me some good vibes. We all kind of need good vibes from time to time. Let us know that either if you're having a bad day, it's nice to be picked up a little bit, or if you're already having a good day, this picks you up even more. So it lets you know that other people are thinking about you. That's always good. She talks about the weather in Germany and how it's getting a little nicer now where she is too. And there are the stamps. So thank you so much for that. Oh, the next card comes from our friend Lewis in Spain. We have a Spider-Man card. Really nice. And he's got some really nice stamps on there as well, including some Spider-Man stickers and the red washi tape to go with Spider-Man's outfit. So thank you, Lewis, for that. And it was 21 degrees for him. Today here it's 8 degrees, so he's still beating us. He usually does beat me in the weather department. The next card I have is also from Lewis. It is this one here. You got the Schweppes building. Kind of a cartoon version of downtown. And here we have a beautiful stamp. And we've got some beautiful decorations on there too, including some Star Wars stuff. So we sent that card. And he sent a third card. So here is the real life. I'm going to put them side by side of what that intersection looks like. So pretty good interpretation of it. And then on this side, we have this beautiful stamp. And some more Star Wars stickers. And I really like the washi tape too he's used. So very nice. So thank you so much, Lewis, for that. For all of those. I appreciate it. The next one comes from our friend Media in Finland. And there's the stamps. She is great about sending me all the new release stamps that come out. So she also sent this card. she was in Tampere, visiting and going to museums and things like that. Can you see that? There we go. And then she sent me a blank card, a Moomin card. There are so many people that love Moomin cards, so it's nice to have one in my collection now that I can send off to other people. I've been fortunate enough to get a few over the years from other people, but I know Moomin show up all the time on people's request lists, so it's nice to have one now that I can send off to someone in the future. The next card I have comes from our friend Renee Lewis. We have this mural, which is nice to see, nice art, and there's a Canadian flag up on this mural too that I noticed right away. And she says, well, let me first tell you about the mural because it's on the back. David Lowenstein, 1,000 Miles Away is what it's called. It's 22 feet by 20 feet. It's on the side of Coeur d'Alene Elementary School, which is at 19th and Vermont in Lawrence, Kansas. So that's where you're going to find this mural. If you're out in that area of the world, you can go check it out. And the reason I think she sent me this art card, I can show you the stamps, and she is a unicorn member too. There it is. It's a narwhal, so the unicorn of the sea. And she says, I really like your calling all artists idea. There's so much talent out there that it does not get recognized. I would love to be able to support a new artist in their endeavors. So if you're unsure what she's talking about, last week I said what I'd like to do is have monthly, weekly, depending on how quickly they come in, videos featuring different artists. So you could be a painter, you could be a drawer, you could do poetry, you could write children's books or adult book, whatever it happens to be, whatever your art is. If you wanted to send me a portion of it, a little snippet that I could show, and then a little write-up about yourself, whether it's an online store you're promoting, maybe you make postcards to sell or stickers and that sort of stuff. So if you had an online store or you have a Facebook or Instagram page, something that you wanted to be featured, I could talk about it. And then the art that I get, I could go and do it as a giveaway. So I'd like to keep the art small, so the price of postage is minimal when I send it. But yeah, rather than me hoarding a bunch of art that people are sending in, I'd like to be able to send it off out into the world so other people can enjoy it, and also use this platform, this channel, to support artists and small businesses. So that's the idea, and so she likes it. So thank you so much, Renee, for that. Make sure you go check out Renee Lewis's channel as well. The next envelope I got comes from Bennett in New Zealand. So this is a surprise, and he sent me this postcard from the Wellington Zoo. Looks like a lynx, but it's a Kakaro. The desert lynx is what it is. Okay, there we go. And he says, I recently found your YouTube channel and I'm so glad I did. I work as a mail carrier in New Zealand, so we're fellow posties, where private companies are allowed to compete against the National Postal Service. So I hadn't heard of this before, so this is new to me. He says, I work for one of the two companies that produces its own stamps, so I have sent you some for your collection. They are quite rare owing to our company's size. I also posted this to you using New Zealand Post, so you can have one of their, although these are far more common since they are big dogs in the postal market. I still hope you like it. Keep doing what you do, Bennett. So thank you so much. I'm going to hold off showing the stamps until next week because I think it's a topic, well, we certainly can get into the topic more of private companies, but I want to show you these stamps later. You know, keep you in suspense. I hadn't heard too much about private companies doing mail, and I kind of cringe at the idea. Imagine Canada Post had other companies that were doing it. My job would be, I don't know if it would be in danger. It might. Depends on how cheaply the other companies could do the job. It's always a risk, but competition, who knows? Breeds excitement anyways. All right, so thank you so much, Bennett, for that. The last thing I have to show you is this envelope. It comes from Monty and Violet in Saskatchewan. He has put the one stamp, but he has put the whole bottom of the sheet on there too. So we have that, and then we have an older stamp. On the back, we've got some decorations too, nice big stickers. And inside, we have this card, which says, early last week on one of your customers, an auto part, or early last week, one of the customers at the auto parts store that he works at, who knows I collect stamps and such, brought in this bunch of first day covers. When I saw this one, I knew it really belonged to you. Also find enclosed a selection of worldwide duplicates. Best wishes, Monty. So, I'm going to show you the first day cover, and I'll save the stamps for next week. But this is why he said he thought it belonged to me or should go to me. It is a Hedgehog first day cover from Netherlands. So I really appreciate that. I'm not sure if I have this stamp or not. I might. Some people have sent me Hedgehog stamps in the past. I'd have to look against it, but I certainly don't have this first day cover. So I really appreciate that you sent it out. And on the back, it looks like the World Wildlife Foundation was part of it. That's the symbol, that little panda bear for them. I wonder if it has a connection. So I will put all the rest of the stuff aside, and we can look at those stamps next week, along with the private postal service stamps from New Zealand. And that's it. That's a big week. Another exciting week of new finds, new discoveries, and some new topics that I'll probably have to delve into more. Hopefully you guys had a good week as well. Enjoyed this video, and we'll keep you posted on the live stream tomorrow. You'll have to watch for it. I may not have too much of a notice before I go live. Sometimes I put out a reminder a couple hours before. I will shoot for trying to be live at 12 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time. That's my normal time. If I can, I will be at the stamp show when I'm doing it. All right, that's it for now. You guys have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?